Welcome, Lions fans, and welcome to today's Get Action versus the Lost Lions versus the Schlarman Toppers. Today we are at the Christian Annual Tournament. Schlarman's ball. Riley. Swings it to Charles. Charles swings it to the corner. Back to Charles. Charles to Owens. Charlie. Swing that one. Charles dribbles in right. Looks for the shot. Passes it out. It'll be Riley for the shot. It'll be no good. Charlie will pass it into Marcus Provost, but Marcus will be blocked by Gregory Johnson. Charles dribbling in. Looks for an open man, loses control of his ball. He gains it, passes into Marcus Provost. Marcus Provost is two. Rebound by Shep, and it's tipped out by Charles. It will be Lions ball. Excuse me. Yes, it will be Schlarman's ball, excuse me. Charles to Riley. Owens for the shot. Charles with the rebound. Charles will pick it up for two. Green with the ball, passes it to Charles Prater. Prater to Johnson. Fabrice Ryan with the ball. Swings it right to Liam Benz. Liam Benz passes it into the paint to Fabrice Ryan. Fabrice Ryan takes the shot. He'll get the rebound. John Reen. Johnson dribbles in, passes it to Reen. Reen gets it into Charles Prater. Charles Prater takes the dribble and is intercepted by Owens. Owens will take the shot and he'll be fouled by Fabrice Ryan. Owens will be going to the free throw line for two. And in for the Lions is number 24, Xavier Dean. Owens' first shot will be no good. I mean, Xavier Dean will be coming in for Liam Benz. The second shot is no good. Fabrice Ryan with the rebound. Passes it to Greg Johnson. Greg Johnson bringing the ball to court. Swings it to John Reen. Off the hands of John Reen. Marcus with the ball. Passes it to Charles. Charles passes it to Owens. Or excuse me, Damian. Charles with the ball. Swings it right. Passes it into Carlos. Carlos will take the shot and is fouled by Gregory Johnson. Provost in the line for two. Second shot is no good. Gregory Johnson with the rebound. Brings the ball to the court. Swings it left. Fabrice Ryan looking for an open man. Passes to Johnson. Johnson dribbling left. Swings back around. Swings it over to Charles Prater. Charles Prater dribbles in. Passes it into Fabrice Ryan. Intercepted by Schlarman. Fabrice Ryan gets the rebound. Charles Prater dribbles in to John Reen. John Reen for the shot. He'll miss that one. Fabrice Ryan with his rebounds. Dean struggling with the ball. Gets it to Charles Prater. Charles Prater passes. Intercepted by Ryan Evani will take a shot. And that will be no good. Charles rebound fighting for the rebounds. Excuse me, Charles Prater fighting for the rebounds. He'll get that one. Passes it to Gregory Johnson. Greg Johnson swings it. Fabrice Ryan with the ball. Dribbles in. Passes it to Charles Prater. And is off the hands of Marcus Provost. Lions ball. Charles Prater swings it in to Breeze Ryan. Breeze Ryan over to Charles Prater. Charles Prater to Breeze Ryan. Almost intercepted by Schlarman. However, Fabrice Ryan will go over and back. And in for the Lions is number 34, Caleb West. He'll be coming in for number 3, John Reed. Damian passing in to Owen. Jones with the ball. Swings it to Charles. Swings it to Riley. He'll miss that shot, and Charles Prater will get the rebound. Gregory Johnson, being the point guard, bringing it up the ball. Swings it to Caleb West. Caleb West looking for an open man. Finds Charles Prater. Charles Prater gives it to Johnson. Johnson for the 3, and that will be no good. Charles Prater fighting for the rebound. Owen Jones with the rebound. Goes in for the 2, and that will be good. Gregory Johnson bringing the ball up. Passes to Charles Prater. Charles to Greg Johnson. Greg Johnson into Fabrice Ryan. Fabrice Ryan will take a hook shot, and that will be good. Owen Jones with the ball. Gets the screen from Marcus. He'll bring the ball in, and he'll be fouled. Now will be on Gregory Johnson. That will be his second, team's 3rd. Schlarman inbounds it to Owen. Owen Jones dribbles in, passes back out to Charles. Charles to Riley. Riley for the 3, and that will be no good. However, it's rebounded by Provost. Charles fighting for the rebound. Passes it to Fabrice Ryan. Greg Johnson coming up, takes the 3, and that will be good. Owen Jones bringing the ball up the court. Brings it left. Brings it back around. Dribbles in. Takes the shot. It will be no good. Rebound by Schlarman. Riley with the ball. Riley looking for an open man. Passes it into the post. Intercepted by Charles Prater. Charles Prater bringing it down the court. Slows down, passes it to Fabrice Ryan. Fabrice Ryan with an easy shot. However, that's blocked. It's blocked by Damian. Ooh. Owen Jones with the shot, except it looks like he has hit his head. But he is alright. Gregory Johnson bring the ball up, jump stops. Passes it to Fabrice Ryan. Fabrice Ryan to Gregory Johnson. Gregory Johnson pump fakes. Passes it to Charles Prater. Charles Prater swings it in. Gives it to Xavier Dean. Johnson pump fakes, swings it to Breeze Ryan. Breeze Ryan to Dean. Dean to Johnson. Johnson to Breeze. Breeze to Dean. However, Breeze Ryan will travel, giving the ball to Schlarman. Owen Jones bringing the ball up the court. Taking it slowly, asking for a screen. Passing it to Charles. Charles swings it to Riley. Riley will take the deep 3. That will be no good. That will be the end of the first quarter. 5-5. The Lions are being able to stay in this game, which is good. You can see their offense is strong. They've been able to bring the ball down, and Greg Johnson with a very good 3 to tie this game up close to the end of this half. I really think the Lions, they really need to just pay attention on defense. And when they come down for offense, they really need to just set up, wait for each other. They're taking it a little too fast. They need to slow down, watch where the other players are, and just really pay attention, get into the paint, and score. The other team if they had it. Start the second quarter off. Charles Fither will be inbounding the ball to Gregory Johnson. Gregory Johnson swings it to Breeze Ryan. Breeze Ryan is intercepted by Schlarman. Owen Jones for the three. That'll be no good. Gregory Johnson, Ian Whitehead with the rebound. Passes to Gregory Johnson. Gregory Johnson bringing it to court. Now it'll be over and back. In for Schlarman is Rye and number 11, Jerry Reed. Also, number 2, People. Will be a timeout on the Washington Lions after Greg Johnson's over and back. And in that, Gregory Johnson and the whole team, they just really need to pay attention where they are in the court. It's been a problem in this game. They're just not really paying attention. They just need to look up their heads and not be so nervous out there. And in the first quarter, you could see them being a little more calm, but in the second quarter, they're a little bit nervous. It looks like a little too excited after that first quarter, which is good to always be excited, but you just need to control that excitement. Rye with the ball. Swings it. Peoples passes it into Jerry Reed. Jerry Reed for the 2, and that would be good. Charles Fither to Greg Johnson. Greg Johnson to Fabrice. Fabrice bringing the ball to the court. They lose control of it, but they cover it. Gets it to Greg Johnson. Greg Johnson will pass it. It's intercepted by Charles. Maybe pass it to court to Ryan. Ryan will take the basket. Brings to 9 to 5. Charles Fither to Greg Johnson. Greg Johnson will pass it to Fabrice Ryan. Almost intercepted by Schlarman. Fabrice Ryan in the process of passing the travel. It will be the Schlarman's ball. Owen Jones inbounding the ball for Schlarman. Rye with the ball. Swings it to Reed. Reed to Peoples for 2. Peoples for 3. Charles Fither swings it up to Fabrice Ryan. And Fabrice Ryan will travel. It'll be Schlarman's ball. Damian back in for Schlarman. He'll be coming in for Charles Ludwig. Owen Jones inbounds it to Rye. Rye brings the ball to court. He'll take the shot. He'll miss that. Charles Fither with the rebound. Gregory Johnson brings the ball to court. Swings it right to Fabrice Ryan. Fabrice Ryan looking for an open man. Dribbles in. Passes it to Charles Fither. Charles Fither for the 2. He'll miss that one. However, rebounded by Fabrice Ryan. Johnson with the pump fake. However, in the process, he travels and he'll turn the ball over to Schlarman. In for the Lions is number 33 and 3. Number 33, Sean Coleman. Number 3, John Rain. They're coming in for Fabrice Ryan and Ian Whitehead. Rye with the ball. Swings it right. Looks for an open man. Passes it off the legs of Caleb West, and that will be Schlarman's ball. Damian inbounds it to Peoples. Peoples drives in, passes it back to Damian. Damian back to Peoples. Peoples will drive in, take the jumper, and that will be no good. Charles Fither with the rebounds. However, he'll knock it out of bounds. That will be Schlarman's ball. Damian to Peoples. To Rye back to Peoples. I will swing it into Damian. Damian will take that. Owen Jones will take that shot. That will be good. Owen Johnson to Charles Fither. Charles Fither into Caleb West. Caleb West back out to Charles Fither. Charles Fither into John Rain, and that is intercepted. People passes down the court, intercepted by Charles Fither. Charles Fither brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Gregory Johnson. Greg Johnson swings it left to John Rain. Off the hands of Charles Fither. Rye bringing the ball up, takes the layup, and that will be good. Gregory Johnson inbounds it to Charles Prater. Swings it down to Caleb West, off the hands, but he's able to recover it. Back to Charles Prater. Charles Prater passes it, however it's off the hands of Damien. That will be Lions ball. In for Schlarman is number 43, Marcus Provost. He'll be coming in for number 11, Jerry Reed. Charles Prater inbounds it to John Reed. However, it's intercepted by the Schlarman. Owen Jones dribbles down the court, drives into the paint, and jump shots, and that will be good for Schlarman. Charles Prater bringing the ball up the court, passing it to Gregory Johnson. However, the Lions will call a timeout. And in this second half, we've seen way too few turnovers by the Lions, and I think that's just because they just are too excited. They just need to calm down and just know where they are. And a lot of the turnovers have been off just missed passes. They weren't ready for the passes. They just need to pick their heads up and look where they are. The Lions are going to pull this off. Blue ball. Greg Johnson inbounding the ball. Passed in to Fabrice Ryan. Johnson swings it to Fabrice Ryan. Ryan to West. West to Charles Prater. Charles back to Johnson. Johnson to Fabrice. Fabrice swings it to Charles Prater. Charles Prater passes it. Intercepted by number 43, Marcus Provost. Owen Jones bringing the ball up. Swings it to Riley, however, he'll travel. He'll be Lions ball. Charles Prater finds it to Gregory Johnson. Johnson taking the ball up the court. Passes it, intercepted by Riley. Riley will take the layup. He'll miss that one. Owen Jones with the rebound. Dribbles into the paint. Gets it to jumper, and that will be good. Fabrice Ryan passes it to Greg Johnson. And Gregory Johnson will travel, turning the ball over to Schlarman. And in for the Lions is number 24, Xavier Dean, for Gregory Johnson, number 5. Riley will take the shot. It'll be no good. Charles Prater. Fabrice Ryan bringing it up. Dribbles right. Swings it to Caleb West. Caleb West looking for an open man. Looks for Fabrice. Passes it. Intercepted. Fabrice will fight over the ball. He'll get it. However, there'll be a timeout when Schlarman had possession of the ball, so it'll be Schlarman's ball after this timeout. Schlarman inbounds it into Owen Jones. Owen Jones looks for an open man, swings it into the post. Back out to Riley. Riley will take the three. It'll be no good. It'll be a rebound by Charles Frater. John Reed passes it to Charles Frater. Charles Frater swings it to Fabrice Ryan. Fabrice Ryan passes it into Charles Frater, who takes the shot, and that will be no good. Fabrice Ryan into Charles Frater. Charles Frater will pass it into Fabrice Ryan, and it will be off the leg of Marcus Provost. Lions ball. Into Charles Frater. Charles Frater. Into Fabrice Ryan. Fabrice Ryan will pass it, however, that will be intercepted by Riley. Riley moved into the post, take the shot, and that would be good. The end of the first half. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and please join us for the second half of this game.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this 8th grade matchup between the Wassalet Lions and who are we playing? Oh, the Schlarman Hilltoppers, of course. Bit of a rough first half for the Lions, although after they managed to finish the first quarter tied 5-5, things went downhill in the second quarter. And now here we are for the third quarter of play as Ian Whitehead comes into the game. On the floor for the Lions, we have Fab Ryan, John Reen, Gregory Johnson, and Charles Rather as Liam Bent comes in for Ian Whitehead. As Reen throws the ball away, taken in by the Hilltoppers, number 23, although it bounces off. It'll be a foul and 2 shots. Number 35, Owen Jones. Good Welsh name. But the first shot is no good. Line stay being coached by Mr. Kent. As the rebound taken in by Charles Frater. Frater out to Johnson. He passes back to Frater at the top of the key. He passes to Reen. He takes over. Reen to Johnson. Johnson takes a shot or something. Now Ryan drives in to Prather, who attempts for the 2, but no good. As Owen Jones out to number 23, Ricky. And the Lions, as usual, at something of a size disadvantage. As Jones drives to the hoop with an easy layup. And so Fab Ryan across the timeline to Johnson at the top of the key, out to Whitehead. Whitehead to Fraser in the corner. Fraser goes for a 3. It bounces off the rim, but taken in by Fab. It makes 2 points. As the Schlarman Hilltoppers call a timeout. Noah Henry is our cameraman. Michael McCall is our producer. Bringing you this matchup. The Lions, of course, will be playing later today, the JV Lions and the Varsity Lions at Hoopston this afternoon. So we hope that you all will watch that, or we hope that you will have watched it, depending on when you're watching this. So that should be a fun matchup, as usual. The students are study-free for the moment as they've just finished exams. Teachers, of course, are not study-free. They're busy grading the exams or watching basketball, as the case may be. And so, play shall resume on the floor for the Lions. We have Xavier Dean checking in. And the Hilltoppers, number 43, Marcus Provost. Now Owen Jones, number 35, tentatively holding the ball into Provost, 43, but he travels. And ball will go to the Lions. Gregory Johnson across the timeline out to Fabrice Ryan. Ryan at the top of the key to Prather, who manages to bring it in and gets 2 points. 2 points for Prather. And so that leaves the Lions 24-9. As Provost, guarded by Johnson, out to number 24, Charles Woodward, who makes 2 points for the Hilltoppers. Prather out to Ryan, who travels. Obviously, Fav is something of a rookie when it comes to basketball, coming from the land down under. That is Australia. Ludwig of the Hilltoppers it off of Prather's leg and out of bounds. Caleb West coming in as Prather goes to have a seat. Jones going for the 3 points, no good. But Ludwig took it in himself with the rebound, and he gets the 2 points for the Hilltoppers. Fabrice Ryan closely guarded, as is Johnson. Johnson with a long pass to Dean. Dean to Reen. Reen with a shot, no good. Taken in by Jones of the Hilltoppers, who passes down to number 14. But Ryan with the rebound. Gregory Johnson to Ryan. Ryan back out to Johnson, who goes for a long three, no good. But the Lions get fouled in the process. What did the Lions... okay. West loses the ball, but Johnson takes it in. Johnson back to West at the top of the key. Out to the right. Reen to the corner with Dean. Dean back to Johnson, reversing the ball. Out to Ryan in the right corner. Ryan driving to the hoop. His pass deflected and taken in by the Hilltoppers. Number 14. But he loses it. West takes it back in. Johnson with a pass to Ryan. Ryan back to Johnson. Johnson back to Ryan. Ryan to Reen. Reen closely guarded to Xavier Dean. Back to Johnson at the top. Closely guarded by two Hilltoppers. His pass to Xavier Dean deflected away by the Hilltoppers. And 2 points to Keeson People. And it looks like Charles Prather will be coming back into the game as the ball shall remain with the Lions. Xavier Dean coming to have a seat upon the bench, with Prather back into the game. Prather to West, who went for a long sort of jump shot that was deflected easily by number 24, Ludwig of the Hilltoppers. Number 14. What's that name? Number 14. Die? Okay. Number 24, Ludwig. His shot no good. It bounces off the chest of Prather out of bounds, and so the ball shall remain with the Hilltoppers. Jones to People to Die, who is content to hold the ball as this third quarter comes closer and closer to the end. 2 seconds remaining, last minute shot by Jones, no good. And so the third quarter comes to an end. The Hilltoppers 30 to the Lions 9 points. Marlon Gazzoli here. Noah Henry's our cameraman. Michael McCall's our producer. Charlotte Flannery providing spiritual support. The chaplain to this 8th grade team. Being coached today by Mr. Kent. James Golightly, of course, the normal 8th grade coach, but he is going to be helping out at the JV level. He's been called up today. Called up from the minor league. And it looks like Sean Holman will be coming in for this fourth quarter. It looks like Patrick Duggan's doing the scorekeeping for the 8th grade Lions today, as we get underway for the fourth and presumably final quarter of play. As I said, Sean Holman into the game now for the Lions, along with Ryan, Green, Johnson, and Prather. Unfortunately goes out of bounds off of the Lions. And back to the Hilltoppers. Jones slowly dribbling his way out. Number 23, Ricky. His points are no good. He's kept by Damian Linares is no good. Presumably, Schlarman called the Hilltoppers because they are, as the name suggests, on top of a hill in the north side of Danville, as you go up Route 1 on the left, looking over Lake Vermilion. Lake Vermilion, of course, a man-made lake, not a naturally occurring lake, a very large man-made lake. And Schlarman, after it was tipped away, takes possession once more. Guerrero, number 20, Guerrero. Jones prevents the ball from going back over the halfway line. Goes in for a jump shot, no good. Taken in by Jones, who loses it. And Sean Holman with the interception as Johnson takes the ball across the halfway line. Prather driving in, passes to Holman. Holman with a jump shot, no good. Rebound by number 34, Linares. And so Schlarman once again in possession. Jones at the top of the key is content to hold the ball. passes to number 23, Ricky. Out to 34, Linares. Back to the top, Jones, intercepted by Prather, who passes back to Johnson. The Hilltoppers tactically retreat to form up their defense. Out to Johnson. Serene at the top of the key to Prather. Prather gets fouled.
43, white, push in the back, and 12, blue, retaliate, stone elbow. Ball out.
Well, apparently Fabrice Ryan also got fouled in the process for retaliation, because this ain't Australian football, and you can't do that sort of thing. But the ball remains with the Lions. Fab's attempt, no good. Another foul. 2 shots for Prather. And the Hilltoppers forget to form into the free throw position. Prather's first shot is good, and that gives the Lions double digits. Caleb West is now in the game for Sean Holman. But the second shot is no good, but unfortunately the Lions take possession before Caleb West travels as he fell to the ground. And so now if you were to divide the scores by 10, the points would be 3-1. And a travel by the Hilltoppers, number 5, Mark Lehman. So Bean to Johnson. Johnson taking his time. Out to Fabrice Ryan, who drives in. His layup's no good, taken in by Caleb West, who does make the layup. 2 points for the Lions. 30-12 with just about 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. As Linares comes back in for Provost. Jones to Guerrero to Blister. Jones with a jump shot, no good, but taken in by number 20, Guerrero. Lehman's shot no good, taken in by the Lions. So Johnson takes it across to Fabrice Ryan, who drives in. His pass is intercepted by Jones, but the attempts by Schlarman to make a layup have failed. The ball goes out of bounds and back to the Lions. Prather to West. West to Johnson, who decides to go for a three-pointer. Fabrice Ryan with the offensive rebound. He gets fouled in his attempt to make 2 points, and so he shall go to the line. First free throw, no good. As Jones heads out for Schlarman, Ricky coming in for him. But Fab's second free throw is good. bringing the Lions total to 13 points. 13. Ricky at the top of the key, out to Guerrero, to Velasco, who makes 2 points, just under a minute remaining in play. Johnson to Ryan, Ryan to Reen to Prather, whose shot is blocked, but Ryan takes it back in, out to Reen, to Johnson. Johnson with the jump shot, no good, but Prather with the rebound. Series of good offensive rebounds for the Lions. Ryan, oh, finally makes it as it swirled numerous times around the rim. We'll have to see if it went clockwise or counterclockwise, because he is from Australia, after all. Johnson out to Prather. Prather with 2 points, an easy layup for Charles Prather. With just 5 seconds or so remaining, and the ball will go the Lions' way, rather incredibly. And Prather to Johnson, who does not have time, and the game comes to a close, 32-17. Well, thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, and please watch our junior varsity and varsity matchups later today. Thank you.